Hey F1 fans, I want to do a different format. It's going to be quicker, it's going to be more fun. What a great race this weekend with the rain at the beginning, the rain at the end, and with everyone not quite knowing when to pit for inters and when to come out. It dramatically changed the layout of the race. Let's check out who moved up and who moved down. So, Charles, he had a very poor race. He qualified in P2, but didn't finish the race. Ferrari didn't have his intermediate tires ready in the pit stop when he came in for the rain. Then he had damage because he went off track and went over the gravel, so they let Sainz go ahead of him. He even got passed by Liam Lawson, and it ended up being floor damage that was getting worse, so they retired the car. George Russell qualified third, but got a puncture right as the race resumed after the red flag, lap 68. So by the time the tire was changed, with only a few laps to go, he finished P17 and no points. Sainz, on the other hand, had a decent race without any mishaps and finished P5 after starting P6, bringing in 10 points, which moves him ahead of the other two drivers. I also noticed something. Looking over the last bunch of races, we have the same three drivers flip-flopping and switching places over and over again. Perhaps this trend will continue because look at their points, they remain very, very closely matched. Then we have Ocon. He was the only driver to pit late for the last rain and went for wet tires when everyone else went for intermediate. I thought it was kind of an interesting call to do something different, but it didn't really matter because the race order was reset after the red flag. He finished in P10 after starting P16, so that's okay, but still, it's only 1 point this week. Piastri started P8, finished P9. They waited till lap 3 to switch to intermediate tires, and that kind of set back the rest of the race for him, as it did for many other drivers in this race. So small points for him this week. Gasly, on the other hand, had an excellent race. Started a lowly P12, but made a quick and definitive call in lap 1 to pit for interns. The team complied, and this set him up to P3 really soon afterwards. He held his own at the front, and although he fell to P4, he benefited from a penalty from Perez, which allowed him to move up to P3 and finish with a podium. He was so happy, and it was wonderful to see it. Those 15 points move him up ahead of the other two drivers. Points-wise, Leclerc and Russell are still tied at 99, so this is clearly going to be a battle again. And Gasly, Ocon, and Piastri are also really close to one another with 37, 36, 36. When it comes to the teams, there are no moves in the team standings this week, and the point spreads are actually solidifying, with Aston Martin moving away from Ferrari, not close like they were last week, and Williams moving away from Haas. And that's it for our moves. And the next race is in Italy this coming weekend. See you there.